Join Yanice Jackson at her latest book signing event Saturday, July 13th. It's going to be at J. Jill Clothing Store in the Eastwood Town Center in Lansing. She'll be there from 1 to 3, and you can win a $50 gift card getting her book Notes from the Trail signed from Yanice Jackson herself.
It's the Sunday Chronicle on Stacks 92.1. It's the Sunday Chronicle. We gon' give the news and keep you up to date. From crimes to the politics, you gon' know what's up around your way. We give 2 thumbs up to everyone out here doing their thing. We gon' show mad love to all the ones working hard in communities. It's the Sunday Chronicle.
Good morning and welcome to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Jackson, coming to you from Stacks 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community because community knows what community needs. I'd like to thank all my listeners and followers for being here again bright and early on this Sunday morning. Thank you for being here. We would not be here in season 3. Yes, I said season 3. We wouldn't be here without your support. So we want to thank you for that. And so today we have a very special guest, not just my guest, but she is my friend and she is my personal trainer. Yes, her name is Miss Christine Curtice and she is with BeYou Fitness. She is taking the fitness world by storm and meeting people where they are. So I have her here today and we're going to talk a little bit about her fitness journey, her background, and what kind of makes her tick. So Christine, tell me a little bit about what you'd like to share with us today, a little bit about your background and such.
Well, first off, I'd like to say thank you for having me on the show.
Yes.
This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so bear with me. First off, I'd like to talk about the group classes that I'm doing that you're part of. My group classes is I work with all women. It's called Fit and Fierce Barbellas group.
Yes.
We have up to 3 people per class, which is really fun. And it keeps it more private, so we can have a more control over what people's needs are when we train together. So I try to personalize it with every individual person based on what their fitness needs are and nutrition.
Okay, so tell me how you got up to this point, because I know that you're just really great in the fitness space. So tell me how you got here and what kind of led you to the group training.
Okay, so I started getting into fitness in 2010. So I wasn't super active. I used to skateboard and just do recreational things. On the weekends in high school, I used to play capture the flag with a big group of people out in the woods. And I really enjoyed running and playing and things, but I wasn't really into fitness.
Okay.
I decided I wanted to get more into it because I had a lot of depression to deal with and a lot of not really mental issues, but things that I wanted to improve on myself that I felt like I needed to explore. So I felt like fitness was a good outlet, and I felt like it was a very healthy way to improve my self-esteem, a healthy way to get combat depression, and just to create a better relationship with myself. It's
amazing how how physical fitness alone can address so many issues. And sometimes I have to remind myself because it's, I took a period of 2 years. I think I discussed with you it was about 2 years since I had really been part of an active workout routine. And, I was dealing with depression, and especially after COVID, I was working out on my own for some time, but I hit a slump after my father died, and the traditional way just didn't seem to work for me. I had a membership, and then running into you, just through sales calls, right? It just felt like I became alive again. Like I started rediscovering myself, right? And so it just helped me become so much more clear. I'm fitting better into my clothes. I think I'm happier. I mean, and isn't it amazing how it just can address so many things?
Yeah, a lot of times with like health and wellness, like depending on how you approach it, it can really change other aspects of your life. Like, just addressing a few things or few habits in your life can open up other doorways to better health and wellness in a lot of realms. So like, in just improving the atmosphere in your house, improving a couple of things like with nutrition, just having more fruits and vegetables and things like it really helps with improving hormone function. It helps with like the satiety hormone, feeling fuller for a longer period of time, just regulating your eating patterns, and then adding the fitness part itself in, getting more movement every day, and just making sure that we're not sitting for longer periods of time can really boost your mood and really improve like your attitude and positivity.
I mean, I want to thank you because I don't have as nearly as many aches and pains as I age. I mean, I was waking up and I'm like, oh, it's a new pain. Oh, it's a new pain. And so my family could probably tell you like, no, she's not complaining about her pain as much. And so I thank you so much because I'm starting to feel like a new woman. It's like this whole new life just from working out, and looking better is like an added benefit. There's all these other things, but I feel like I'm eating better. I'm more motivated to eat better. I have way more energy.
Heck yeah. And that's like a lot of the goals. Like I try to make the appearance on the outside be not so much secondary, but I feel like if you attack more of like the aches and pains first, because if you don't have as many aches and pains, you're going to want to move more anyways and have more energy, because a lot of like lower back pain or knee pain or even like your feet hurting for long periods of time, that zaps your energy, and by the end of the day you really don't want to do a whole lot. And so that takes away a lot of the positive attitude towards just moving and being more active. So we really try to at BeYou Fitness focus on reducing pain so you can get some of your life back. Like really.
And just letting people be themselves. I noticed that's something that is really important to you, like at all shapes and sizes. And what kind of made you realize that this is needed in the fitness space?
Well, a lot of the times especially when I first started getting into and involving into like weightlifting and everything, it's very male dominant. Now it's a little bit better than it was about 5 to 10 years ago, but like a lot of the times as a coach and as a woman, it's you kind of have to fight to be able to be taken seriously, especially because it's a very male dominant realm, right? So like we had to fight. You kind of have to fight for that, the people to take you seriously and be able to be like, hey, it's not just about having a six-pack abs. It's not just about, working out, no pain, no gain. That's great, but it doesn't really work anymore, right?
Right.
So, like, when we want to look at health, we want to look at it in every aspect of your life, not just looking good. Because the thing is like, looking good is great, but when you're, like, 80 or 90... everybody is going to be at that point where, we want to be able to get off the couch. We want to be able to go to the bathroom. We want to be able to be as independent as we can as we age. And to be able to have that later in your life is very important. And that's going to keep you independent and keep you happy and healthy and be able to share those times with your family. And I feel like that is really important. And the added benefit with just improving your health and wellness is that you're going to look good if you stay consistent and develop those small habits over time.
I like to think of my overall health and wellness kind of like a pie, right? And having those ingredients and stuff. So I think about having my mental wellness at a certain place, having my body in a certain place, those types of things to help me feel better overall. Like, I don't want to just have a bunch of eggs and all you're going to have is an omelet. That doesn't make a pie. So, just combining those elements, especially with fitness, and because fitness covers so many parts. Like it helps with the mental aspect, it helps with the physical, it helps just with my attitude and even how I treat others. And the thing that I like so much about training with you is that you really focus on the weight training, the strength training, which I think there's so many misconceptions about gaining weight or gaining lean muscle mass with weights. It's like, because some people think you're going to be like pumping iron, looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger and having all these muscles, when in fact it seems like you use that to become leaner, and it works and it lasts longer than just doing cardio. I mean, is that true?
Yes. When you weight train, you want to think about it's like you're kind of investing in yourself, like almost like a bank. So like weight training, it's more about that consistency. So same thing with cardio, but cardio tends to work different muscle fibers. So there's fast twitch and slow twitch. When you're weight training, you do work both, but you're working more of the slow twitch muscles when you're weight training. So that helps build up your strength over time, and you're going to increase your metabolism more compared to cardio. So for, let's say when you're weight training, your metabolism is going to be increased for up to 24 hours. Okay. With cardio, it's only up to about 5 to 8.
Oh, okay.
So you're burning more calories just in general with weight training compared to cardio. But if you do combine the two and do like almost like circuit or HIIT training, you can get the benefits of both. So weight training is great and cardio is great, but it just depends on how you execute it.
Okay.
So I believe in both, but we do a little bit more weight training in the studio because that's just more of what we focus on.
Okay.
But I will never disregard cardio. I do like cardio, but I feel like there's a time and a place. I feel like you shouldn't have to kill yourself on cardio. Yeah. I feel like there's always good to have balance.
Right. And I want to talk a little bit about muscle groups and different exercises and things, but I want to take a little break, but not before reminding my listeners that this is the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Jackson, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community because community knows what community needs. We'll be back after this.
At Lansing Community College, I'm learning for my future. LCC offers 1- and 2-year pathways to careers in healthcare, IT, manufacturing, and other professional trades. More than 500,000 professional trades jobs will need to be filled in Michigan by 2026. So I know I'm learning for a great career. I belong at LCC. You belong here too. Visit lcc.edu/youbelong and enroll today.
Everything is expensive right now. Gas, food, you name it. You're spending more, you are making the same or less money. So, what do? You rack up credit card debt. That's what you do. It's not your fault. It's the economy. And guess what? If you rack up too much credit card debt like some of us, you can't pay your bills. Then the credit card companies, as nice as they are, start hounding you for money. Then you start your downward spiral. A smart thing for you to do is to call the Zero Debt. They can help you consolidate all your credit card bills into one affordable payment. Millions of people have done it. It works to make you debt-free. Make this free call right now. It costs you nothing to learn more.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569.
Hi, I'm Yanice Jackson, publisher and editor of the Chronicle News, host of the Sunday Chronicle, and mom. Amongst my many titles, I've added writer to them. My new book chronicles everything I've learned along the way. So check out my book, Notes from the Trail, available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. For more information, visit my website at www.yaniceyvette.com. And welcome back to the Sunday Chronicle. I'm your host, Yanice Jackson, coming to you from Stax 92.1 FM. And before we went to break, we were talking to Miss Christine Curtice, and that's Christine Curtice. And I wanted to say a little bit about her last name because it's not spelled the typical way you would think Curtice is spelled. And I know this is probably off the topic, but I just think it's cool. It's spelled Curtice. So when you see that name, that is what distinguishes her from the rest of the Curtices, like I see that name and I know like anybody with that spelling, I wonder, I'm like, they're probably related to Christine. So now when I see that spelling, I'll always think about Christine Curtice or BeYou Fitness with that spelling. I know it was kind of like I went on a tangent a little bit, but I just wanted to point that out. So when you see the spelling of that name and you see Christine Curtice, you'll know it's her. It's Christine of BeYou Fitness LLC. And we had a nice write-up on Christine in our in the Chronicle News in our Mental Health Awareness Month edition, and that was for May, and just talked a little bit about her business and how she came to train people. It talks more about her clients and stuff, because she doesn't, from what she tells me, you don't like to keep so much of the focus on you, right? When you're training and stuff like that.
I really like to make sure my clients are the center of attention.
Okay. So are you looking for new clients to come
Always.
in? Okay.
Always.
Okay.
I'm always
so,
looking for new clients.
Okay. So if someone wants to get a hold of you, how can we get a hold of you to talk to you, maybe do a consultation, just to chat with you or something?
You can go ahead and call me at 231-408-7368. That is our business line. You can also text me, too, if you don't like talking on the phone. You can contact me or message me personally on our website, www.beyoufitness.org, and I will get to you as soon as I can. Always super busy, but if I see you messaging me, I will get to you within like an hour or so.
It's an awesome setup, people. And I mean, if you're looking for something a little bit different, you're kind of tired of the gym scene, you know, maybe you're burnt out from running or walking every day and you just want to mix it up 1 or 2 days a week, I highly recommend that you contact Christine. She is a wonderful trainer, down to earth, and, you know, it's just so therapeutic. You know, sometimes I train by myself. Sometimes I train with other women. And so it's really nice to just mix it up and chat with the ladies, have someone to relate to, and just be in a different type of space. I was kind of burnt out from the gym. I just, you know, I bought a membership again, and for some reason, I just did not want to go. I was doing step aerobics for a while, and I seemed like I was such at a different point in my life. And I didn't want to do that anymore. And this is the very thing that got me back working out. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling stronger. I feel like I'm going to be around longer for my children. I mean, because I was literally waking up every day and I had all of these aches and pains. And it was getting more difficult to move around. Every day got harder for me. You know, I'm getting up, I'm going on sales calls, I'm coming here to record to the station and these different things. And then, you know, the kids want to go out and play. And I'm like, I have to do something. And it just so happens I met Christine through a sales call. And it was just so wonderful because I'm like, this is just what I've been looking for. A small space. And she has all the latest gadgets. I mean, let me tell you, it's always some new gadgets. Like I see a new piece of gym equipment every time I go train with her. And so it's just a breath of fresh air. Now, you don't only train women, though, right? You also train men.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I also do one-to-one training as well, but my main focus is the classes.
Okay.
So when I first started and decided that I wanted to open my own gym, I wanted to do an all women's group.
Okay. Okay.
Because a lot of the times with fitness, like I talked about earlier in the episode, a lot of times women get intimidated by gyms.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a whole new realm. It's very scary when you walk into a gym, especially depending... Like, everybody has different variety of body types.
Yeah.
And at BeYou Fitness, we celebrate all different types of bodies because everybody's different, everybody's unique. At BeYou Fitness, too, we also are, like, a weight-friendly gym. We don't discriminate against any body size. So that is our focus. But we really focus on just developing habits and making everybody feel welcome. A lot of the times... people don't feel that way when they go to the gym. It can be overwhelming. It can be loud. There's a lot of different people there. Sometimes you'll have people who will be filming themselves or in the locker rooms, and that's just very hard on new people.
It's a lot.
Because it's intimidating and it makes people feel super uncomfortable.
Yeah, in the age of the cell phone, that's really changed a lot in the gym, because I notice, when I go to the gym, sometimes people are on the equipment taking selfies or they're doing a live, and I'm like, you've been doing that for 5 minutes. Can I just squeeze in a set type of thing? Yep. Or, I don't want to be on, like on a picture, that sort of thing. If I'm working out, it's just kind of a personal space for me. So that's something that I really like about training with you. It's very efficient. It's like we maximize that hour, that time that I'm there.
Always do.
We're moving. We're
always
whether
moving.
It's cardio, whether it's weights, we just keep moving. And I notice that it's just, I think that my resting heart rate, it might be a little higher. I'm not sure, but I know I have to be burning calories because it's just, my body is just changing almost before my eyes.
Yeah, and it's great. Just consistent moving, and we've tried to make the class flow. So usually when I first start the class, we have 10 minutes we'll do 2 to 3 minutes, depending on who's there, of breathing exercises. And then we'll also do myofascial technique. So that is where you take a foam roller or a ball, and we find trigger points in the body in the fascial tissue, and we will roll that area out to help improve fluid flow, help with sliding surfaces of the muscle, and just get you pre-prepped and ready to go for weightlifting.
And that helps with to get rid of water retention and stuff, right? And I noticed there had been some spots on my legs and things that were really, really sore, but after rolling that out, whatever that was trapped or whatever, it got it moving, and I've noticed it's not just weight loss, but I just think a lot of things have kind of flushed out of my body. My skin looks different, even my pores. So it's just been amazing how much it's helping. Because we talked about physical shape, but I don't think I talked about skin.
Yeah, and I mean, even the myofascial technique helps with better blood circulation as well. So you'll definitely see some improvements in that.
Yeah, so if you're having problems with swelling, people, make sure you call Christine. She's going to help you roll that out with that foam roller. That spot in your thigh or in your back that's just tight. She will help you get moving. Because I really feel so much better because I was having all these aches and cracks and stuff. Yeah. And now I don't have as many. So I wanted to just talk about that. I know this is not just about me. I don't want to make it, but it's just, I wanted to use examples since I train with you. Yeah. So people can kind of, I can walk them through some of the things that I've experienced, and it's real. It's real, people. I think we've been working out, what is it? It's June 20th today, or June, or
it's been about almost a month and a half.
Yeah, I think it's been about a month and a half, 6 weeks. Yeah. And so I can see noticeable difference. My family tells me, my daughter and my son, they tell me that I'm losing weight or, I'm looking better. And I feel better. And I wanted to ask you, just pivot a little bit and talk about your background in fitness, because you've done some hardcore training and stuff like that. Tell me about the Olympic background.
I can do that. Yes. So, when I first started getting into fitness, I did it for a couple years. I used to run and do cardio quite a bit. Around 2012, I decided I wanted to add in some weights, so I did some research, and I used to read a lot of health and fitness magazines before, online was still big, but, magazines were still kind of your research, right?
Yeah.
So I used to read some magazines for health and fitness, and I wanted to get more into weight training, so I found sandbag training. So I started doing sandbag training in HIIT, or circuit training.
Now, what's sandbag training?
So a sandbag is where you have a sandbag that has straps or different types of handles, and then you can do different various movements with it. It's very versatile. You can. So it's like a resistance training.
Yes, you're lifting and different things. This bag is kind of, you can kind of shape it and do different things with it. Okay.
So you can do a whole full body workout with just a sandbag, depending, and you can change the weights in and out of your sandbag because they usually come in numerous amounts, like 10, 15, 20 pounds, and you just put it inside the duffel bag that has like handles, and then you can do like squats, you can do back squats, deadlifting, and all this stuff. So I learned how to first start off lifting with sandbags, and I did that for probably about on and off for about a year. After that, I started training at Lakeshore Taekwondo in Grand Haven, Michigan. I did that for about a year, and then I wanted to start competing, so I started to work with the Taekwondo Olympians, like the junior Olympians, and training with them on the weekends. And so I did Taekwondo, and they were pretty humbling kids to work with because they, go to the Olympics and things, so they kicked my butt. But they're very strong 13 to 16-year-olds. But it was really rewarding to be able to work with them for a full summer. I did my first competition. I really enjoyed it. I got second place in my overall fight. I got first place in my first fight. And then on forms or patterns, forms and patterns, it's like you would do certain forms for Taekwondo depending on like what belt level you're at.
Wow.
And then I got, I'm trying to remember. I think I got third place in that one.
That's cool.
For my belt level. So that was really cool. After that, I decided, I still wanted to more get into weightlifting. I saw, I was reading some magazines, looking online. I saw there was a CrossFit gym in Grand Haven. So I decided to join that, and I was going to do Taekwondo and CrossFit for a little bit, but I ended up really enjoying CrossFit, and the owner was doing like certifications there, a 6-month apprenticeship, so I decided to do that because I felt like fitness was something I wanted to make part of my life more. So I did a 6-month apprenticeship and got a certification, and then worked there part-time while I worked at a factory job, Shape Corp in Grand Haven, and I would work 40-plus hours a week at Shape, and then I would coach on the sides.
Wow.
So that's always busy. Did that for a couple of years, and then I started getting into competitions. So I did my first competition. It was an in-house competition at my gym, and I got first place, so that was pretty cool. Everybody worked really hard for it. I trained for a little bit longer, and then in 2014 and 2015, I competed at the Grand Rapids 8th Day Games. That was really cool. I got... My group and I, because it was a group competition, we got fourth place in 2014, and then I trained with a different group, and we got second place in 2015.
Wow.
So that was really cool. So it was really neat. I never really, competed like that before besides, Taekwondo. So it was, really humbling, very hard.
It shows the level of dedication and discipline that you have, and I'm so excited that I have the opportunity to learn from yet another experienced trainer. I like to take these nuggets and put them in my toolkit, so to speak. So if there's a time that we're not training together, that I have those things that you passed to me, that you taught me. And that's how I try to look at life in general. So it's just awesome to train with you. And again, I would like to encourage those who are kind of thinking about training but not quite sure. Give Christine a call. Christine of BeYou Fitness, Christine Curtice, and that's Curtice, people. Christine Curtice of BeYou Fitness LLC. She's been around for some time, and she's very passionate about the people that she works with, and she's going to meet you where you are. She wants you to be you, because it's all about your fitness, customized goals, because everyone is different. And she realizes, and we realize, that everybody processes things differently, from food to exercise. Our bodies are different. So Christine will work with you to build a customized plan and to get you to those goals, right? To help you meet those incremental goals on the way to your long-term goals, so you can live a healthier, happier, more productive, and ache-free life.
That's right.
So please, and again, Christine, could you please tell the listeners and people that are streaming and viewing how they can get a hold of you and chat with you?
You can get a hold of me on my website. It's www.beyoufitness.org. You can message me, or you can email me at chrissy.curtis@beyoufitness.org. You can also give me a call or text me at 231-4 408-736-A. I will get a hold of you as soon as I can if I'm not coaching classes.
Yes, and thank you so much for being here,
You're
Christine.
welcome.
I'm just so happy that you're here. And yes, everybody, she is that nice. You hear that friendly voice. She is that polite. She is just a wonderful person, and she is very respectful and just really like hardcore, and like she is like a bad A when it comes to fitness. I'm not going to swear. I don't want to get people upset with me on the air. So, but no, she's a bad A, and she really knows her stuff. And you know, our time is actually growing near, and I'm not quite over, I don't think, but our time is growing near, and we have to end another show. Doesn't that go quick?
That went really quick.
I told you. We just had this great conversation, and we are so happy that the listeners could be here. My viewers, my followers, thank you again for making the Sunday Chronicle what it is, the Chronicle News what it is, the Chronicle Media Group. We thank you for helping us be here. And we want you to come back. Come back next Sunday, 7 a.m., or stream us, or go to the website. Please, please, please tune in so we can continue to connect communities. And with that being said, I want to remind you that my name is Yanice Jackson, host of the Chronicle, heard every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. on Stax 92.1 FM. This is the platform for community, because community knows what community needs. Make it a great day. Bye.
Recover Now is a national campaign aimed at the education and awareness of the devastating effects of opioid and heroin abuse and curbing drug and alcohol addiction in the United States. Recover Now is sponsored by treatment facilities nationwide. Many of them have been where you are, and they want to help by spreading a message of hope and recovery. They're working hand in hand with major insurance companies nationwide that can help you or a loved one get clean in 7 to 30 days. Recover Now is embarking on a national outreach campaign on TV and radio to promote anti-addiction messages. So if you, a loved one, or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, do not wait. A new life for you could be 30 days away. Call us right now. I promise this call can change your life. Sponsored by the Detox and Treatment Helpline.
800-209-5173. 800-209-5173. That's 800-209-5173.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.